Okay, I have a story to tell you. But first, look, you guys. I have announcements to make. I got some shit to put out. Anyway, doesn't matter. Leave me alone. Let me live with my fucking hair that I've had for way too long. Okay? Shut the fuck up. Story time. Okay. So, my dog Shark, right? He's throwing up all over the house. And he's throwing up like 3 times in the bathroom, 3 times in my room, 3 times in the dining room, a couple times in the living room, 2 times in the kitchen, a couple times in the yard. Not good. Not a good thing. But usually what happens is he'll eat something weird and he'll throw it right up and he'll be totally fine and move on with his day. He'll be fine, he'll pass it. We watch him, we're like, see if nothing changes. They eat everything and they are fine. It's fucking insane. We take him to the vet, make sure he's okay. We're assuming they're just gonna be like, it's fine, go home. And they do some x-rays on him, the usual. And okay, so they do a couple x-rays and they're like, so we see that there's something stuck in his intestines and we don't know what it is, but clearly it's bothering him and it's stuck and whatever. So they're like, we're gonna give him something that hopefully will make him pass it or whatever. And if it hasn't moved by tomorrow, we're gonna maybe have to do some surgery. And we're like, okay, makes sense. So they're like, we're gonna keep him overnight. Poor little quarantine dog has not been away from me for any amount of time. So the next day is my birthday, right? And they call me and they're like, okay, so it hasn't moved and it's actually gotten worse. So we're going to have to do some surgery on him to get it out. And I was like, okay, great news. But also they were like, it's a common procedure. It'll be fine. He'll be okay. I talked to some of the doctors on the phone and I FaceTimed him because I can't visit him because of COVID. Anyway, they're like, it'll go great, whatever, be really quick. So they're like, we'll call you when the surgery is done. We'll let you know how it goes. We wait a couple hours. And she calls and she's like, the surgery went amazing. Shark is doing so well. We all love him so much. He's so sweet. We got the thing out of him. So what did you get out of him? Like, what was in there? And she's like, oh, it was a toy. And I'm like, okay, what was it? And she's like, it's an octopus toy. And my dad and I are standing there on the phone. Interesting. He had to be there for 4 days. Whole, swallowed it, didn't even eat it, swallowed it. And I've never seen it. It's because I take him to the dog park all the time. He must have just been there. Some other dog probably wanted it and he just swallowed it as like a defense mechanism or some shit. I don't fucking know. This idiot fucking dog. And as soon as he saw me, he started squealing, and then he squealed all the way home. And every time he looked up at me, he'd squeal out. It was very cute. Because he definitely thought that I was never going to see him again. Like, he probably thought I was just fully abandoning him. Okay? He has to be given a medicine every 8 hours, and then another medicine at 6 every day. And I think there's another one in there somewhere. I have to put a cold pack on his wound for 5 to 10 minutes, 3 times a day for days. And then for 5 days, I have to put a hot pack on his wound for 5 to 10 minutes, 3 times a day. He has to wear a cone for 2 weeks, for 2 weeks. But I love him. So fucking idiot. He's fucking stupid. But I fucking love him. I love him so much. He's such a fucking idiot.